Kxo, El Centro, California. Good day, Gene.
Good day. That's what they would say.
Good day.
Good day.
Yes. It's another beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Couldn't agree more.
A bit toasty yesterday. It'll be a bit toasty today, but
And then a pretty good drop in high temperature for tomorrow.
Yeah,
Pretty
and into
good.
the weekend.
And into the weekend, too, yeah.
So I got no problem with that. It's like, from Camelot, it will only rain at night.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, our weekends, not that there's anything special about a weekend anymore, but,
Sure seems that way.
yes. Oh, well. Anyway, we've got birthdays to celebrate today. We've got a lot of news. We've got a visit with Mayor Bill Hodge of Calexico. And, we've got a lot of information to pass along. We'll update some of the numbers on the COVID-19 pandemic and some sad news in reference to that. And, it's all sad. The County Board of Supervisors have written to Mayor Gavin Newsom and said, hey, we're struggling with this because we got Arizona on one side. They got their own rules. We got Mexico on another side. We're not sure there are any rules. Give us a break, right?
Yes, we need one.
Yes.
And one of the things you could do to do your part and help out, keep your social distance, but also get tested if you haven't. There's no charge, and you'll help your community.
It is painless. You and I have both been tested through OptumServe, right?
Yep, that's right.
And they're very nice people, and it's painless, and go for it. The key is we've got to get the negative numbers up.
We got to have a lot higher negative account.
With the second OptumServe site opening at the Veterans Hall in Imperial, they can now test roughly 250 people a day. And to this point, for the most part, they've been testing people that are symptomatic with the virus or have had exposure. And we need more people that, with no symptoms and no necessary exposure, and get those negative numbers up. Does that make sense? Mathematically, you want to get the negative numbers up. Okay, yeah.
No, that's true. It doesn't make sense when you first think about it. But we need more negative numbers.
Okay. There we go. And again, it's free, it's painless. You sign up online, you can register and make an appointment and go to the Imperial County Public Health Department website, click on the COVID-19 testing, and go through the prompts. Doesn't take much time.
On any accord.
Right.
Whether you're taking the test, making the reservation, getting there, they're all easy accessible.
Easy peasy. And you don't even have to study for the test.
Not at all.
Okay. Are you ready for birthdays?
Birthdays, we have some, both local and a big shot.
One of my favorite actors, actor Bruce Dern, is 84. He's always that crazy guy in the Westerns, always got that far-off look in his eye. He's 84. Singer, actress Michelle Phillips, part of the Mamas and the Papas, 76. Actor Parker Stevenson, 68. Actor Keith David, 64. And singer Elda Barge, 59. Actress Lindsay Frost, 58. Actor Sean Pertwee, 56. Actor Scott Wolf is 52. Comedian Horatio Sands is 51. Actor James Callis, 49. Actor Noah Wiley, 49. Stefan, he plays bass for the Dave Matthews Band, 46. They do some pretty good music. Actor Russell Brand, 45. Actress Angelina Jolie is 45. Actor Theo Rossi is 45. Actor Robin Lord Taylor, 42. And Jojo Garza plays bass for Los Lonely Boys. They do some pretty good music, too.
Good as well, too. I mean, we're hitting on all cylinders today.
Yeah. He's 40. Local birthdays. Yeah, we've got a few. Let's celebrate our KXO birthdays. Happy birthday, Andres Michael Hernandez, Alex Alvarez, William Navarro, Oscar Herrera, John Watson, Joan Exum, Ernie Quintero, Debbie Thornton, David Nunez, Ariana Castro, Silvio Reyes, Joy Llanes, Francisco Curiel, and Annette Tietz. Happy birthday from KXO. And many happy returns.
Okay. Happy birthday.
Yeah, today, in case you missed it, it is June 4th.
I didn't miss June 4th.
Yeah, okay. It's Hug Your Cat Day. Good luck on that one. Hug Your Cat Day. Tomorrow is Visit the Emergency Room with Lacerations All Over Your Arms and Face Day.
Well, either that or you put a football helmet on, and it has the plexiglass front covering like the linemen wear.
Yeah.
And you can hug your cat.
That might work. We've got a neighborhood cat, Pat Apelitegi's cat, Cinco. Visits everybody in the neighborhood. Just a neat cat.
Looking for a handout.
Well, just looking for somebody to scratch his tummy and, give him a little bit of attention. But you would expect nothing less from Pat, right?
No, that's right.
Okay. Are you ready for news?
We've got news coming up.
We're going to jump right in with a look at World in California news headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. For sales, for service, call the experts, Lock Air Conditioning.
CBS News Update. The first of several memorials for George Floyd begins in a few hours from now in Minneapolis, where he died with the knee of a police officer to his throat. WCCO's Steve Simpson.
The Reverend Al Sharpton of the National Action Network will eulogize Floyd today. The service will take place at North Central University in downtown Minneapolis. The general public is not allowed inside, but it will be broadcast.
Charges have been upgraded against former police officer Derek Chauvin to second-degree murder. 3 other ex-officers have also been charged with aiding and abetting murder. Floyd family attorney Benjamin Crump spoke to CBS's Jeff Pegues.
We have an expectation of justice. We can never stop believing that we will get equal justice.
But do you really think you will in this case?
I believe we will get a conviction in this case.
You do?
I absolutely do. This video is horrific.
A key witness at trial is expected to be the passenger in Floyd's car. CBS News Update. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Lock Air Conditioning wants you to protect the things you care about. Protect your family with the air scrubber that utilizes Active Pure, certified technology to protect against airborne and surface contaminants. Clean, deodorize, purify, and protect not only your family, but your home. The air scrubber installs easily to your heating and cooling system, and it's made in the USA. Call Lock Air Conditioning now for details. 760-353-4501. Lock Air Conditioning, and protect the things you care about. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. Another day of demonstrations across the state. Mostly peaceful demonstrations in several cities across the state, with more than 10,000 in attendance in San Francisco's Mission District, where one demonstrator offered a warning.
If we don't get these police to stop killing us now, they're going to kill our children and our children's children.
Los Angeles Mayor Eric Garcetti announced planned police reforms, including stiffer penalties against officers, reacting to the charges filed earlier in the day against the 4 Minneapolis officers accused in the death of George Floyd.
This is the beginning of justice. We've seen all with our eyes the horrific actions that not just one officer took, but 4 officers took in a modern-day lynching.
Garcetti announcing plans to invest in programs for the black community, but some of that funding will come from cuts in funding for the police department. California Democratic leaders agree on a budget plan they say covers the state's over $54 billion deficit. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California news headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist.
O'Reilly.
Right now at O'Reilly Auto Parts, pick up 5 quarts of Mobil 1 full synthetic motor oil for $28.95 and get a $10 O'Reilly gift card after mail-in rebate. You can even order at O'ReillyAuto.com and we'll deliver it curbside. Protect your engine from sludge and wear at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts, better prices every day.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Okay, you know how it feels when you've saved enough for that long-awaited home edition? Now imagine an edition on that edition. Whoa. That's the feeling with Capital One, where a new savings account earns an interest rate 5 times the national average. That's right, 5 times, as represented by 5 times more singers. This is banking reimagined. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Rate comparison based on FDIC national rate. Capital One NA, member FDIC.
It's page 1 of the local news. Page 1 is service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Quick Lane in Raleigh and El Centro.
The Calexico City Council had a regular meeting last night. We have a visit with the mayor, Bill Hodge.
Now, last night, the Calexico City Council voted unanimously to approve a professional services agreement with Fernando Ruiz and Associates and authorized the city manager to sign the agreement. The city of Calexico has been faced with the high rate of worker compensation claims over the last several years. Therefore, to be proactive in lowering the rate or numbers, the Human Resources and Risk Management Department has identified ways to reduce the number of on-the-job illness and injuries. One definite way is to train the employees and supervisors how to prevent an injury by recognizing potential physical and environmental hazards, also to establish protocols, procedures, and provide guidance for all city departments. Fernando Ruiz and Associates has the experience capability of providing these services and more under this agreement. Fernando Ruiz and Associates will allow the city to not only meet OSHA requirements, but will provide preventative training, job site inspections, and tailgate meetings. Now, the second item on last night's agenda, I'm very proud to report to you, is, and it passed unanimously, is to award the bid proposal from Oakview Constructors Incorporated in the amount of $5,827,400 and authorize city manager to sign construction agreement for the Calexico Fire Headquarters Station Replacement Project. The project will consist of demolition of existing 2-story fire station. Demolition will involve the separation of the building and building systems from the existing police station, which is to remain in place. The existing radio tower will be replaced with a new 90-feet-high freestanding radio tower. The new fire station is 1 story and approximately 9,000 feet. The new station has 3 drive-through apparatus bays with suppression support spaces, which include a turnout room with cleanup area, workshop, restroom, hose storage, and many more amenities. The firefighter living quarters include 8 firefighter bunk rooms, 4 gender-neutral restrooms, laundry, day room, dining, kitchen, and fitness room. The apparatus bays are designed to be a cooling center for the city during the high temperature days. This fire station that's going to be built has been in the works for a very long time, so we are very pleased to see that fruition is coming. Thank you very much. This is Calexico Mayor Bill Hodge signing off.
KXO News Time, 7:43.
It's Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 2 locations in the Valley, on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro, and in the Brawley Auto Plaza, Highway 86 and Julia Drive. Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. They're open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. till 6 p.m., Saturdays 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. And Quick Lane has the best prices on name brand tires, guaranteed. Just ask your Quick Lane advisor for details. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro.
The Imperial County Board of Supervisors have requested Governor Gavin Newsom advance the entire state to the expanded Stage 2 plan to reopen businesses. The request to the governor was made by the board in consultation with the County Public Health Department. The letter points out that since March, Imperial County has followed all recommendations and best practices guidelines to stop the spread of the COVID-19 virus, and all benchmarks have been met except the test positively rate, which remains above the required 8% as set by the governor. The letter points out that Imperial County is unique as we are adjacent to 2 other counties within California that are following the state's guidelines. And we are also bordered by another state, Arizona, and another country, Mexico, with 2 different sets of guidelines and metrics, and are in different stages of reopening. The board's letter also says that if the expanded Stage 2 is granted, all measures to ensure guidance on how to reopen safely will be followed to reduce the chance and detrimental effects to the health and safety of residents and visitors to Imperial County. Well, Mexicali is awarded some funds. George Gale explains.
They were announced in a press release from the NAD Bank. According to the release, North American Development Bank approved $6.8 million to replace deteriorated pipelines and rehabilitate 3 lift stations in Mexicali's wastewater collection system. Among other things, the repairs will reduce the possibility of water spills into the new river. The NAD Bank also awarded a $3.4 million grant to the Mexicali Water Utility. Those funds are from the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency and administered by NAD Bank. For KXL Local News, I'm George Gale.
And that concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Gold and Diamond Exchange is finally open in their new permanent location. Gold and Diamond Exchange, 593 Main Street, 6th and Main, downtown El Centro. Still buying gold and silver jewelry and coins, as well as military collectibles. If you need cash to get you through these difficult times, see Lonnie at Gold and Diamond Exchange, 6th and Main, El Centro. Page 2 of the local news and weather brought to you this morning by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for life insurance, health insurance, or retirement planning.
A veteran El Centro police officer has passed away from complications from the COVID-19 virus. Officer Efren Coronel was a senior patrol officer and officer in charge of his patrol team. He died Wednesday from medical complications due to him contracting the coronavirus while on duty. Officer Coronel served nearly 24 years with the El Centro Police Department, and according to the chief of the El Centro Police Department, Brian Johnson, he was not only a police officer, but someone that loved volunteering his time supporting youth programs and coaching youth soccer. Officer Coronel was 51 years old and is survived by his wife and 2 children. Funds may be available to help in the recovery. Here's more on that story.
The funds could assist in the economic recovery along the border. North American Development Bank said in a press release, $200 million temporary financing program to support economic recovery projects along the U.S.-Mexico border in response to the effects of COVID-19 pandemic have been approved. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
The number of active COVID-19 cases in Imperial County continues to grow. In the update released Wednesday morning by the Imperial County Public Health Department, the number of individuals who have tested positive for the virus is now 2,025, and the number of active cases has jumped to 1,010, both significantly higher than the Tuesday morning report that showed 1,798 positive and 837 active cases in the county. The death toll remained at 29. A second Optum Serve test site is scheduled to be in service at the Veterans Hall in Imperial. The first Optum Serve site has been moved to the Calexico Community Center. The two sites will be able to provide up to 260 tests per day. The testing is free and no physician's referral is needed. Residents can make an appointment for the test by going to the Imperial County Health Department website. As of Wednesday morning, a total of 12,696 patients have been tested in the county. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
David H. West Insurance has been helping residents in Imperial Valley for many years with their insurance needs. David, Jose, and staff are trained professionals who can help you make the right decision with your insurance coverage, from health, Medicare, and most importantly, a life insurance plan. How much life insurance do you need and what's your monthly cost? We'll call David H. West Insurance today to make an appointment and get a free quote on a life insurance plan that's right for you and your family at 760-352-3411. That's 352-3411.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
The National Weather Service says it's going to be hot to very hot today, with heat warnings in place for the Imperial and Yuma valleys. A low-pressure system will move through the region Friday, causing winds to increase and temperatures to begin cooling, though still remaining quite warm. Winds will decrease by Saturday as temperatures drop to below normal values and remain as such into early next week. A return of hot weather is increasingly likely for late next week. 110 the high yesterday, 76 our low. Sunny and hot today with a high near 110, south wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Increasing clouds tonight with a low about 78, west-southwest wind 5 to 15 miles an hour. Friday, sunny with a high near 100, southwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, then turning out of the west-southwest 15 to 20 miles an hour in the afternoon, with gusts as high as 25 miles an hour. Saturday, sunny with a high near 95, west-southwest wind 5 to 15 miles an hour, with gusts as high as 25 miles an hour. It'll be sunny on Sunday with a high near 95, west wind 5 to 15 miles an hour, gusting as high as 20 miles an hour. We have 85 degrees downtown, 37% relative humidity, wind out of the southeast at 5 to 7 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news and the weather, brought to you this morning by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for life insurance, health insurance, or retirement planning.
We all hate making mistakes. That's why at Rogers & Rogers Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, we're introducing our 3-day money-back guarantee. Purchase any vehicle and you'll have 3 days or 500 miles to return it. No questions asked. We're so confident in our pricing and selection. We want you to be completely satisfied as well. Plus, test drive and receive a $25 gift card to Walmart. It's your experience, your choice. No mistakes. Shop us online at RogersChryslerJeepDodge.com. 3 days or 500 miles based on 72 hours from delivery of vehicle. No additional damage. Test drive with valid driver's license. Limit 1 per household. Restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Let's take a look at sports. Major League Baseball owners have rejected the players' 114-game proposal for the 2020 season. The league doesn't intend to issue a counter-offer. The owners are said to want a shorter regular season, perhaps as short as 50 or 60 games, with an emphasis on getting to the postseason quickly. The hope is to have the postseason completed before a possible second wave of the novel coronavirus can sweep the country. And the NBA's Board of Governors intends to approve a league proposal on a 22-team format to restart the season in Orlando, Florida. Commissioner Adam Silver and the league's Advisory Finance Committee have shared the broad details of a plan with teams to play at the Walt Disney World Resort. The plan includes 13 Western Conference teams and 9 Eastern Conference teams 8 regular season games, a possible play-in tournament for the 8th seed, and playoffs, according to sources.
Being a teenager is tough.
There's the constant pressure to be liked.
Endless worrying about college.
Cyberbullying, high expectations, all the negativity.
There's no question. Being a teenager is tough. And what do California teens do when they want to block out the noise and clear their heads?
We play!
Yeah! Research shows that teenagers who participate in high school sports have lower stress levels, more confidence, and greater self-esteem. And then there's the biggest benefit of all.
High school sports are fun.
Not just fun.
They're a lot of fun.
Encourage your teenagers to participate in a sport or activity when they go to high school. They'll stress less and smile more. And they'll be laying the foundation for a happier, healthier future.
This message presented by the California Interscholastic Federation and the California State Athletic Directors Association.
Well, the PGA Tour has announced a deal with Sanford Health to conduct coronavirus testing of players, caddies, and essential personnel 5 days before the season resumes. And Rafael Nadal, he's not sure the U.S. Open can be played in 2020. Nadal is, he's home in Spain, practicing lightly and wondering, along with everyone else in tennis, whether the next Grand Slam tournament, the U.S. Open, will be held. That's it for sports. Stay tuned. We've got a look at financial news coming up.
The heat is on at Rogers & Rogers Toyota. There's never been a better time to shop for a pre-owned vehicle during Rogers & Rogers Toyota Summer Sizzling Pre-Owned Sales Event. Whether you're in the market for a sedan, truck, SUV, or van, Rogers & Rogers Toyota has you covered with amazing deals on all of our used inventory. Plus, test drive any vehicle and receive a $25 Walmart gift card. But don't wait, because just like the summer heat, these deals won't last. Rogers & Rogers Toyota. Shop us online at rogersandrogerstoyota.com today. Test drive with valid license. Little one per household. Restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
It's financial news and a brief look at the weather, and it is brought to you this morning by the Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation. It's all here. Taking a look at the markets right now, the Dow Jones Industrial Average up 90 points, S&P 500 up 4, and the NASDAQ is up just about 14 points. Gold up $6.70 an ounce. Oil down 53 cents a barrel at $36.76. How come when oil prices go down, it takes forever to the price to change at the pump, but when oil prices start going up, they change overnight? I can't figure that one out. Some 1.88 million Americans applied for traditional jobless benefits at the end of May. Another 623,000 filed new claims under a federal relief program, but the number of unemployed collecting government checks appears to have stabilized as more workers return to their jobs. Initial jobless claims have tapered off since peaking at almost 7 million in late March. More important, so-called continuing jobless claims continued to stabilize after a historic surge. To give a clearer picture of unemployment, reports are select jobless claims data using actual or unadjusted figures. The seasonally adjusted estimates typically expected by Wall Street have inflated jobless claims during the pandemic and have become less accurate. The coronavirus pandemic has affected many businesses in the Imperial Valley. The Small Business Development Center and Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation are here to help. They can assist with disaster loans and other financing, guidance on establishing a safe workplace, workforce concerns, and additional referrals. For virtual counseling services, call the Small Business Development Center, 760-312-9800. Se habla español. For more information on business resources, visit ivedc.com. It will be sunny today and hot with a high near 110, south wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Increasing clouds tonight with a low about 78, west-southwest wind 5 to 15 miles an hour. Friday, sunny with a high near 100. Southwest winds 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming west-southwest 15 to 20 miles an hour in the afternoon, with gusts as high as 25 miles per hour. We have 86 degrees downtown El Centro with that 37% our relative humidity. The wind is out of the southeast at 5 to 7 miles an hour. Financial news and the weather brought to you by the Imperial Valley Economic Development Corporation. It's all here. And visit the KXO website, kxoradio.com. You'll find news and information. We've got great stuff on Facebook as well. Check out the KXO Facebook page.
Introducing Rogers & Rogers Nissans. 3-day or 500 miles money-back guarantee. Feel confident with your purchase or bring it back 100% risk-free. No worries, no hassle, no mistakes. Shop us online at RogersandRogersNissan.com. Restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Capital One Bank.
I'm Steve Kathan in northern New Jersey. First in a string of memorials for George Floyd is set for this afternoon in Minneapolis. His death has been a rallying cry for police reform from coast to coast.
Reverend Al Sharpton of the National Action Network will eulogize Floyd today. He said in Minneapolis this week that the successive deaths of Floyd, Breonna Taylor in Louisville, and Ahmaud Arbery in Georgia have catalyzed action.
The difference about this is that people have had enough. This combination of a trio of racism force people out of their comfort zone. And I think that it's time for us to mobilize nationally.
The service will take place at North Central University in downtown Minneapolis. The general public is not allowed inside, but it will be broadcast. Steve Simpson for CBS News, Minneapolis.
What comes of all this after days of upheaval in the streets of U.S. cities? Civil rights legend and Georgia Congressman John Lewis on CBS This Morning.
It is my hope that we are on our way to greater change, to respect the dignity and the worth of every human being.
There's an investigation in Chicago after two women were pulled out of a car after police broke the windows.
They approached my car so forcefully where they just started bamming and hitting at my car. Then they bust out 3 windows, and then they actually tore off my door handle.
The women were suspected of looting at a mall. Court action this morning in Georgia.
Victim Ahmaud Arbery, who was chased, hunted down.
A preliminary hearing in the case against 2 white men in the shooting death of Ahmaud Arbery. A top NFL star is apologizing after touching off a social media storm. CBS's Jim Krasula.
New Orleans Saints quarterback Drew Brees says he wanted to apologize to his friends, teammates, the city of New Orleans, the black community, and the NFL community over comments reiterating his opposition to kneeling during the national anthem. Brees went on to say it breaks his heart to know the pain he caused with his remarks in a Yahoo interview. He added the comments were insensitive and completely missed the mark on the issues the country is facing.
The government says just under 2 million people filed claims for unemployment benefits last week. CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger.
You know, it's been 11 weeks. Over 40 million people have actually made these claims. But I will say a glimmer of hope in that the numbers have been going down for the last 9 consecutive weeks.
A Navy veteran detained for nearly 2 years in Iran has been released and is headed back to the United States. Michael White left the country on a Swiss government jet. Checking Wall Street, right now the Dow is up 86 points. The S&P 500's up 1.5 points. This is CBS News.
Why settle for average? With Capital One, you can open a new savings account with a rate 5 times the national average. Welcome to Banking Reimagined. What's in your wallet? Capital One N.A., member FDIC.
Under the Hood, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts. As auto plants reopen, safety is a top concern. Here's auto expert Jeff Gilbert.
Ford Chief Operating Officer Jim Farley says they put together a playbook for reopening their plants.
It's critical that we get this restart right.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get guaranteed low prices and excellent customer service at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts, better prices every day.
At CBS News, our mission is to provide you with the facts you need to stay safe and informed. CBS This Morning and the CBS Evening News continue to deliver the latest news and developments on the COVID-19 outbreak.
You can watch our free streaming service, CBSN, 24/7 at our website or on your phone using the CBS News app. Right now, we know you have a lot of questions and are looking for answers, and we want you to know CBS News is here to help you make sense of it all.
A Florida cop is off the job after an incident that predates events in Minneapolis. Here's CBS's Peter King.
It happened a week before George Floyd's death in Minneapolis.
You got your knee on my man's neck, man. On his neck.
But it's eerily similar.
As I'm yelling and asking him, why am I being detained, he started putting his knee on my neck.
Suspect Patrick Carroll says the officer moved his knee to his back. Sarasota Deputy Chief Patrick Robertson.
Utilizing your knee on someone's neck is not something that we train. It's not something that we authorize, and it's not something that we stand behind.
Department also released its own video. Both men are African American, and investigators say Carroll didn't need medical attention. Peter King, CBS News, Orlando.
Police in Atlanta say a 15-year-old boy was hurt by gunfire during the shooting of a rap music video. No suspects are in custody. Many of the people linked to the video left the scene before the police arrived. In northern New Jersey, I'm Steve Kathan, CBS News.
Balance of Nature's fruits and vegetables in a capsule. Changing the world one life at a time.
It's a great product. Both my wife and I take it. I know it's working for me. We babysit every day for 2 young grandchildren. I've always been prone to upper respiratory infections. Usually I get 2 a year, and I haven't had any for 2 years. It's just wonderful. It works great.
Balance of Nature is now offering 35% off on any new preferred order. Go to balanceofnature.com today and use discount code FRUITS.
Have you wanted to speak a new language, but thought it would be too difficult? Then try Babbel. Babbel starts by teaching you words and phrases that gradually get more complex. Soon, you're practicing short conversations. So in 15 minutes a day, you'll be speaking a new language in a few weeks. Babbel is built around real life. It teaches you practical conversations that you will actually use. Babbel, language for life. Now try Babbel for free. Just go to Babbel.com. That's Babbel.com.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
Present to you with this year's Choice YouTuber Award,
Carroll Buckley.
Prepare to get rocked.
That was unbelievable. AM 1230 KXO. 1230 KXO.